welcome back to the show. I'm just catching up with Josh from the Lake Dillon Theater Company. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, let's get to it. You guys have so much going on. You're about to start your 2015 season.
We are. Yeah. Yes, we're super excited for this season. It's the season with recognizable characters, but in new stories.
Great.
So some familiar names for audiences. Names like Freud, Sigmund Freud, yes, Sherlock Holmes, names that people will certainly recognize. Even Johann Gutenberg, who invented the printing press, coming to a brand new musical this year at our theater called Gutenberg the Musical. Very, very funny.
Great. And you have a great lineup of shows, like you said, so with those familiar faces as well and characters, but what's the first one coming up?
The first one's coming up is Freud's Last Session.
Okay.
It's a very interesting, entertaining, very funny drama, I guess you would call it maybe a comedy drama, that is a conversation between C.S. Lewis, the profound Christian existentialist Oxford professor, and of course the Austrian psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud.
Very different people.
Very different people, very different worldviews.
Yeah.
And it imagines a conversation of them on the day that Britain entered World War II.
Okay.
And so really a clash of ideals, a representation of two completely different philosophies, but at a time when the world was really facing some very difficult times.
Interesting.
And it sounds like it's very dramatic, but it's incredibly funny.
Got it. So it's not as heavy as the topics may seem.
No, I think what adds to the drama is the pressures of the war. It takes place in Freud's London office, and so the bombs are starting to happen, and so you get some of that conflict happening, but the conversation is really witty, the banter is constantly flowing. It's very entertaining.
And it's only a two-person cast, though, right?
A two-person cast, and it'll open on March 6th and run through March 29th.
Awesome,
so
and you can see there's the poster right there.
There they are.
There they are.
Cigarettes and pipes.
And where can people find out more information or maybe get tickets for that show?
Go to our website, lakedillontheater.org, or you can always call the box office 970-513-9386.
Awesome. And so aside from the shows you have coming up, what else is going on with the theater?
Well, coming up on Friday the 13th of February is our annual Broadway at the Summit fundraiser. This is our big gala, black tie if you want, or Summit County casual if you want.
Summit County black tie.
Summit County black
tie.
Whatever
that may be.
Entertainment. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this year, the theme is A Night on Bourbon Street. So it's a lot of really fun celebratory music, great food, of course the silent auction, those kinds of things that are standard for the event. But what makes this event unique is the entertainment. Definitely. We're bringing back 5 of our favorite previous performers, most of whom live in New York, that work in the New York theater scene, occasionally come out here and work for us as well. And so if you've seen any of the shows with some of these guys, you're really going to love the show that they're putting together.
Awesome. And what is amazing about some of the, not only the shows you put on, but these kind of galas as well, is the talent. And speaking of the talent, you guys have auditions coming up as well, right?
We do. We have our local Colorado auditions coming up this Saturday. It's actually in Denver because we had more folks coming up from the Front Range. We did have some local auditions, very small local auditions this past week, but we're having local auditions in Denver. So if anybody's interested, we'd love to see you come out. You can visit our website to see what those auditions are. And then following that, next week our auditions for the rest of our season through the end of summer will be in New York.
Awesome.
So it'll be a very busy week. And we're hoping that the storm goes away before we arrive.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like New York hasn't been hit as bad.
I know,
so fingers crossed for that before you guys get there.
Absolutely.
You have a lot ahead of you. And so everyone can find out more information at the website, right?
Correct. Visit the website, all of our information for the programs coming up this season. And I've gotten a few calls this week and a couple of emails this week for folks wanting to know about our youth theater workshop.
Great.
We're still in the process of selecting those shows. The dates are pretty close to being solidified, so just hang tight.
Stay
we'll have that
tuned for
information
more
on the website probably in the next few weeks.
But those are always amazing for kids to get involved. So
absolutely.
If you, again, that website's going to give you all that information. If you're looking to maybe get your kids in something like that, it's a great program. You guys do an excellent job.
We love it. It's one of our longest programs. We've been doing it for just under 20 years. And the website still shows 2014, but we'll have those 2015 dates up soon. Yeah.
A lot going on for you guys right now. A lot of really exciting stuff. It's going to be
always exciting.
It's going to be a good season. You feel good about it?
I'm feeling great about it.
And so what's coming up very soon is the Broadway at the Summit. And that's
Broadway at the Summit.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Uh-oh. Well, it's always going to be a fun night over there. You guys put on a great show and just a great environment. So thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. We still have a little bit more show to come. Stick with us. We'll be back with more on Summit Sunrise.